Welcome to a guided meditation on releasing your child to Christ. Close your eyes and take several slow, deep breaths. Picture the child that you would like to release to Christ as if they were right in front of you. Their face is only a couple of feet away, and they're engaged in something. What are they doing? Is it a hobby? Schoolwork? Dancing to music? Reading? Maybe they're actually talking to you. It doesn't matter what it is, just observe them as they are engaged in the activity. What is the expression on their face? Happy? Anger? Sadness? Joy? Notice all the things that make your child unique as you examine their face. Their hair, whether it's pulled back in a ponytail or falling in their eyes. The color of it. The texture. Does your child like their hair? Do you have disagreements over style or dyeing it or length? How about their eyes? Can you see the color, the eyelashes, the eyebrows? See all the little details. What about their skin, cheekbones, chin? What are they wearing? Is it a favorite something, a team jersey, a show choir dress, a band uniform? In your imagination, you might be aware, as you're observing, that you can even smell them. The scent after they've showered. The scent before they've showered. As you're reflecting, ask yourself, what brings this child joy? What are your child's gifts and talents? Have you told them lately what gifts and talents you see in them? What about hurts? What are the sources of hurt for this child? How does your heart feel when you envision them experiencing that hurt? What are their relationships like? Is there a lot of joy or struggle with you? Siblings? What about extended family? Friends? Who are their best friends? How about relationships with teachers or coaches? Really look at your child now and see them like you haven't seen them in a long while. When is the last time you marveled at their uniqueness? Told them how handsome or beautiful they are? When is the last time you really saw them? As you're deeply focused, you jolt when you suddenly hear a knock at the front door. You're not expecting anyone. You give a last glance back at your child and jump up to answer. You turn the knob and swing open your front door and are startled to discover Jesus standing there. Behold, he does stand at the door and knock. You're surprised that you're immediately aware it is Jesus. Surprised because you've only ever seen him in paintings and children's picture Bibles and The Chosen. And now he is standing before you. What does Jesus look like to you? Is he clothed in robes from biblical times? Or do you see him in contemporary attire? Maybe you see him as King Jesus, wearing something more fit for royalty. What kind of shoes is he wearing? How about his hair? He looks you in the eyes, and you're certain that these are the very kindest, wisest eyes you have ever seen. These are eyes that know you completely and yet hold so much love. What do Jesus' eyes look like to you? He asks if he may come in. The sound of his voice is reassuring, confident, and warm. He would very much like to talk to you about your child. You, of course, invite him in. It should feel overwhelming to have Jesus in your home, but you're surprised to notice it only feels entirely comfortable and familiar. He's heard your prayers. Tell me, he says, more about your heart for this child. Why do you worry? You pour out your heart to him. What do you share? Pause now to journal or speak aloud what you would share with Jesus. Rejoin when you're ready. Now look at him. Are you sitting next to him? Does he hold your hands? Put his arm around you? Do you cry? There is incomparable love and acceptance in the arms of the Savior. He dries your tears and asks, what are you holding on to that you're unable to let go of? Your child's safety? Sexuality? Health? Education? Friendships? What part of their life are you white-knuckled about right now? Pause now again to journal or speak aloud how you would respond to his question. Rejoin when you're ready. He nods. He knows. He holds out his hands to you. You see where the nails pierced him. This man died for you and your child. He shares with you from Psalm 34, 4 and 5. I prayed to the Lord, and he answered me. He freed me from all my fears. Those who look to him for help will be radiant with joy. No shadow of shame will darken their faces. He says to you, I would like to free you, my child, from your fears and release you from your shame. I see all of your efforts, all of your care, all of your love and beauty and gentleness that you pour into each day. I see the times you think you disappoint me, fear my anger or judgment. But you are my own creation. I know you and your heart that tries so hard. There is no condemnation for those who are in me. Just keep coming to me, and we will take each day as it comes together. Hearing this fills you with joy because that's all you really want anyway, to do each day with him by your side. Jesus speaks again. You carry such fear and worry for your child. I would like to ask something of you. You tell him to ask, I would like you, Jesus says slowly, to release your child to me, for I have called them by name, and they are mine. I have loved them with an everlasting love, and am trustworthy and faithful in all my desires for them. You notice what is happening inside you, in your spirit and in your body as Jesus makes this request. Is this request heavy or light to you? Jesus wants you to hear, I know you have only a parent's love for your child, and there is no shame in being unable to give them to me, for I'm always here, and you will release them to me when you are ready. What's happening in your heart? Do you feel anxious, joyful, angry? If you're not able to release your child to Jesus yet, that's okay. Your faith, your spirit, your emotions are all works in progress, and you're not finished yet. Jesus has told you, you will release them to me when you are ready. Notice how it feels to not be ready. If you are able to, go into the other room, announce to your child that Jesus is here for them. And you're saying goodbye. Goodbye to having to control and manage and manipulate everything to turn out just so. Goodbye to having to make sure that they make all the right choices. Goodbye to taking responsibility for decisions that really belong to them. Goodbye to not trusting that God works all things together for good. Jesus is smiling broadly as he takes your child by the hand. As they walk to the door, you're aware that you have no idea where your child is going, but you know who they are with. Take this moment to explore. What does it feel like to release your child to Jesus? What does it feel like to hold on? Why did you decide to release your child, or what kept you from releasing them? Now go ahead and inhale and exhale. Open your eyes and feel free to finish this time with journaling and prayer. We praise you, Jesus.